Hey Kim,
Hi, Nicole.
how are you?
Good. How are you? It's good to
Good.
see you.
I know I miss you.
Yeah, you too. And I love your blazer. You're wearing my favorite color.
Oh, look at that. I almost wore pink. I'm glad I switched.
So I'm so happy that you're our guest today. And, this gives us a chance to catch up too.
I know.
So we're going to jump right into our chat. So, what do you think has helped make you successful as a designer?
Oh, getting right into it. I listen, being this is not an easy business. I am not afraid of hard work. I think the Jamaican in me, is used to having 10 jobs. And so wearing many hats as a designer, I'm the principal, also, customer service, designing, checking in with bookkeeping, etc. So I think I've never been afraid of hard work, and this business is hard work. And I think we all saw that this year even more so. We had to switch gears 1,000 times during this pandemic. How are we going to meet with clients? Are we not going to meet with clients? How are we going to place orders? Are we going to have a business? So I think my success has just been a combination of hard work always, and enjoying what I do. I think you really have to enjoy this career to really be successful at it. And I'm just always in touch with clients, always, not just because for projects, but I check in on them all the time. And so when I'm in their radar, there's always like, oh, Nicole, I'm buying a new house. Can you help out? So that's one of the secret sauces. Stay in touch with your clients at all times.
Yeah. And then, so how have those strengths helped you work through the COVID crisis? So, I'm sure there's extra hand holding with your clients through that.
There was, listen, in the beginning, we were all freaked out. COVID is still, we're months in, but there's still so many unknown variables. But in the beginning, I think we only had one project put on hold, and we weren't even on a contract yet. So, we've just been able to be honest with our clients. We had instances where members of the trades tested positive, and we had to notify clients. Thankfully, they had not been on those job sites, or no one there was, and they're all fine. But I learned, and I've always just been fully transparent. Clients have contacted me to say, hey, we were exposed, no one can come. So it's been, I think this season has been about just being honest. And as this is something that this was all new to all of us. So let's not try to, downplay it or not acknowledge the elephant in the room. COVID has made us, all try to look our best while wearing a mask.
Yeah. And then where have you been focusing your time and energy when you're not working on design projects?
Oh God, well, not traveling, which is the worst part of this. Travel is my inspiration, and that's been a bitter pill. But listen, I'm COVID free, and so I find inspiration in that, like just being okay. So for now, it's just been, I designed a mom cave in my house, so I hang out there a lot and do a lot of reading, a lot of pretend vacationing. Um, I relearned how to ride a bike with my son this summer, and just how to hang out and relax with him and see things through a kid's eyes. This really has helped me just to calm down a bit. I'm also meditating, so that's helping a lot.
Yeah.
For me to focus and woosah, and I'm able to approach design a little more calmly these days.
Mm-hmm. Now, how have you been staying connected with High Point Market since you didn't attend this time around? Do you do a lot of virtual markets with brands or one-on-one appointments virtually, or are you following along with what they're doing on social media?
I'm stalking the feeds on social media. You guys know I love market, and you're always one of my first stops. I think I like take over your showroom every market, just post up and hang out there. That's like my zone. So a lot of just doing FaceTime calls with reps and getting a lot of emails. But really, I stalked everyone's feed
Mhm.
during market, just to see what's new. And I saw a lot of new stuff. So it wasn't, I wasn't there, but I had a lot of friends who were there. And so I just stalked them and have been able to let's like, add new items to our arsenal just from doing everything virtually. So I think it's key, and maybe for you guys and everyone, like we may need to look at a hybrid approach to market moving forward, right? Some virtual and some
Mhm.
in person, because I certainly found new items all virtually.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we definitely love connecting this way virtually for, anyone that can't join us at market. So we're definitely
Exactly.
going to continue doing that. Yeah. So what are some of the products virtually that caught your eye this market?
So, I live for color, shockingly, as you can see. Um, a lot of textiles, a lot of new lighting. Obviously, you and I've talked that, we're doing a lot of Nourison rugs for clients. So we'll get into some of that later. But I was excited to see new case goods, a lot of lighting emphasis again, which is one of our things, and accessories. Excited to see. I saw a lot of color, which I hadn't. Market is kind of hit and miss with that. My favorite color, orange. I already, have something from a vendor lined up just from seeing it virtually. So
Mhm. Great. And last fall, you had participated in the One Room Challenge, and you used our Zermatt rug, which looked amazing.
thank you.
And, and this time around, you're working on the High Point Market One Room Challenge virtually. So, how do you begin the process of designing a room, and what elements of the room do you start with?
What a great question. So for me, I don't have one set formula for the one room for the last one room challenge, where we used your rug. That is the mom cave I mentioned, and that was not even supposed to be a part of the challenge. I added a second room because I'm an overachiever and was like, why not? So it just depends. I really start out with I poke around a lot at, what's out there, if it's a rug, I'll pull inspiration from there. If it's wallpaper, maybe it's travel. So the space I'm doing for the virtual challenge is a meditation space. And as I said, that's been my jam to survive COVID. And a lot of clients are requesting a space to really escape. And so for that space, we started with, where does the client like to vacation a lot? And from there, I pulled in, okay, if that's their favorite spot, then what are some of the elements from that spot that we love? And so there's a lot of texture in this space, just from the ropes and from rocks and from the ocean. And so it'll be a lot going on, but again, in a very calming way, surprisingly.
Mhm. Great. And I know you love working with color and patterns. So, what other, you said your favorite color is orange, but what other colors and patterns have you been eyeing this year?
Ah, man, this year has been, what have I been up to? So bizarrely, I've done a lot of black and white this year. So
I saw
um,
that on your
I'm getting,
Instagram
people
feed.
are like, are you still doing color? I mean, black is, it's, still a dramatic color. So a lot of black and white, a lot of gold, a lot of yellows popped up on
Mhm.
my radar this year. Green, still a favorite. We did a project at the Ritz, and we used a couple of your products there, green sofas. So for me, I don't think, I may pull back with color, but I'll always be dramatic. So when you see the black, that's just my nod to having some wow factor always in our designs. But yeah, always you'll see a sprinkle of a pop, the orange or yellow or green. But this year I've been heavy on just bringing the drama with black and white.
Mhm. Yeah, there's totally like good drama with black and white.
Always
So,
good
yeah.
drama. And a lot of people are so afraid of it. It's been so funny to see that.
Yeah. So what are your Nourison top picks?
Oh God, well, we've used Christopher Guy's collections a lot. which ones we're looking. I think we did sea sand. We're looking at for a project in Jersey,
Mhm.
and there's an animal print. Hello, like this is my nod, right? I think it's in the Twilight collection, I believe, that we love. So those are my faves so far. Usually most of Christopher Guy's. I think your Divine collection is another fave. And I think Flint is a black and white rug that you also have that I love. So, you know, they all have a little element of drama and pattern. You know, I live for some pattern in a rug. Because I pulled design the whole concept from there, or I think, you know, I think the floors deserve their moment. So
Mhm. And those have a lot of texture too.
a lot of texture, a lot of texture. I don't think you'll rarely find me doing like a plain, you know, that's not my thing.
Well, Nicole, thank you so much for joining us. And, you know, we look forward to seeing you next time you're at market.
I will save my space and all the snacks in the world that you guys always roll out. Great to see you, Kim.
Yes, you too.
All right.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. So next up, we have Heather Jones and Jeff Gonzalez to show us rug trends in color and texture.